So now in this drill, I'm going to teach the sidekick. The sidekick is in katas, it's not in our basics, and it's a rather challenging kick, but it really is just like doing a thrust kick, but off to one side or the other. Something that's a little bit interesting about it at first is that students notice there's a back fist, and all I'll do is I'll show you in a couple minutes in this video how to use that with a partner or with an actual attack. But what this is going to show is just how to drill the technique at home, where you can hold on to something like a shelf or a couch. Make sure you're holding to something that's sturdy, and then you can practice your technique slowly so that you get the right technique and detail, and it also will help condition your legs. If you can go slow holding the positions, it'll definitely make your legs a lot stronger. But I'm just to demonstrate the actual strike on, say, like a pad. If you do have a heavy bag at home or pad, you can practice this. But what you're going to do is when you practice sidekick on striking something, you're connecting with your heel and like the edge of the foot. You're not going with your toes or the ball of your foot. So that's a common mistake. The students will either kick and turn it into a thrust kick with their toes are up, or when they do kick, parallel to the ground, they'll hit with the ball of the foot, the toes. So really what I want to make contact is my heel and the edge of my foot. So we say the bottom of the foot, but to be more specific, your heel's pushing and your toes are curled back. You don't want to just let your leg swing. You want to recoil it back. Okay? So let's say now you're practicing at home and you got to hold on to something sturdy just to practice on your own. I think if you just start doing side kicks, you can hide a lot of mistakes by going fast, and it might be hard to keep your balance at first. So start by holding on. You bring your knee up to chamber. This is when your hand would also come up. As you kick, toes are curled back, your heel is protruding, and then you recoil. This is a kick that's really hard on your hips, especially if you have tight hips. So don't feel like you gotta kick super high. You could kick for the kneecap, right? So good targets would be the knee, the stomach, solar plexus, ribs, right? But you don't want to kick somebody in their top of their leg or their hip. So when you practice slow, try to have all four aspects of a good kick. Chamber, the kick itself, the extension, recoil, and then you'd set the foot down. In this case, you don't have to set it down into a particular stance, but again, you chamber, the extension, toes curled, foot is horizontal. Here's a back fist, recoil, down. And like I said, you could aim low, but you're still retaining that proper knee placement, okay? With a partner, just to show the actual self-defense, so let's say somebody's attacking you from the side. This is not a front-on attack. So he comes to attack, say, with a right punch. My back fist actually becomes a block. And I'm not just gonna stand there and block it, I'm moving to the side. But now I have my weight on my right leg, so my left could do the side kick. You could kick him in the ribs or solar plexus, depending on the angle. And if you can't kick that high, the knee is another good target. A back fist, kick the kneecap out, okay? But you're kicking with the same side as you're getting attacked on. So now I'll turn around and show you on the right. And it doesn't matter which hand they punch with. Now in this case, his ribs are more open, not his solar plexus. So I'm kicking my right, okay? You could also grab with this hand that I block with, back fist, but you gotta be careful about you're giving your balance over to your attacker, right? Or if you're training with your partner. So it's perfectly fine just to back fist, kick, and not grab on, okay? So that is your basic side kick.